Hello everybody and welcome to episode 36 of the Lightning Round. I'm your host Lightning. Due to some technical difficulties, AR was unable to join us tonight. But instead I have a special guest host. His name is Mytho.
Hello. I'm here. I'm doing stuff.
Mytho is here.
And doing stuff.
So, let's see here. We're going to get started with our first thing on the agenda. All right, first thing up this week, we have a special announcement. We have Final Scratch with us here today, and she's going to give us a little update on FG and Midnight Magic Productions. So take it away, Final Scratch.
What is up, every pony? The gorgeous DJ Pony here with some killer announcements for FG and Midnight Magic Productions. They paid me in cookies. Now, I know you've all heard some crazy rumors and ideas about what's been going on within the FG studio. So, let's get that cleared up. FG is going through a bit of a transitional phase at the moment. They've hit some snags, but it's nothing they can't handle. Their game isn't canceled. They've just got some stuff to fix. I don't know. It's all very, very technical and boring. And wow, these cookies are great. So, just take a chill pill, put on your headphones, and listen to some kickin' tunes. Things might get a change up, and the project will be getting some tweaks. The bad news is that production is going to be a little slow for a while. I know, bummer. But hey, good things come to those who wait. Now, I know the biggest bummer is that with production slowed, it will be a while before you get to hang out with me. I would be sad too. I don't know what I would do if I didn't get to hang out with me every day. But you can always check me out over at the youtube.com/themidnightmagicpro, or you can check out my exclusive pinup photos at www.
I don't think that's what we're here to talk about, Vinyl.
I know. I'm here for the cookies.
So what about BronyCon?
Oh, yeah. FG will be keeping their promise for BronyCon. It seems they had all that stuff tucked away. The head writers of both FG and Midnight Magic have been working together on a special BronyCon exclusive adventure with multiple endings. Lots of replay value. Well, while you're at the con at least. And now for the big question. Will this adventure feature me? Wait. Hey, am I in that?
Just have another cookie.
Woohoo! So, go to BronyCon, check out the exclusive adventure, play the adventure, and get a free poster. Wait, free poster? Do I get one of those too?
Sure.
Woohoo! Alright, am I done? Do I get more cookies? Someone ate mine.
Alright, thank you very much, Vinyl Scratch. So I guess get to BronyCon if you guys have the money to do so, because that's going to be one hell of a party. So,
I'm gonna be there.
yes, going to be there. So why don't we go ahead and go to the main portion of the podcast? Talk about some stuff that they've got going on in the fandom. Notice that there's a new poll on Equestria Daily because they just finished their old one. They asked who the best singing voice from season 3 was, and there were two that were really high. Twilight Sparkle won out, but very closely trailing was Celestia, and of course, I mean, being it was her only singing part, I think she did very well as well. But Twilight Sparkle definitely has a really good singing voice. So,
Oh yes, definitely.
but the new poll up is actually a play off of the news that has been happening in real life. Obviously, there has been a new pope selected for the Catholic Church, and so Equestria Daily played off of that and has put up a Pope vote, but Pope stands for Princess of Pony Excellence. And you have to choose between the arch genius Twilight Sparkle of Ponyville or the illustrious Princess Luna of Canterlot.
Luna. I choose Luna.
Luna! All hail the new Lunar Republic.
The new Lunar Republic.
And I mean, currently Luna is winning, so
Voting.
I mean, not too much of a surprise there, but yeah, there's already been like 13,000 votes on that. That's amazing.
Holy crap.
I mean, it's been up for maybe a day.
Fast.
Yeah, that was really fast. But obviously that'll keep on going throughout the week. Anyway, what else we got?
There's some really cool comics over here.
Oh yeah, comics.
They got
Comics
new comic
are
covers out, and I guess they're different stories, although I was always kind of confused about that because some of the comics seem to have the same stories but different covers.
well. I think it's a lot. I mean, I was never a huge comic fan because that was kind of before my time when they were really really big. But I think comics always used to have like several covers for the same issue, and like collectors would go out and they try to collect every single cover for that issue.
Well, that's cool.
So if I'm not mistaken, that's how it's working with the My Little Pony comics as well. And I haven't read any of them yet, but I really, really want to start reading them, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
AR showed me a couple pages from some of them. They're funny. They are.
I know he's read some of them, so I really do want to find time to get to do that at some point in time.
This one has it says there's a Pinkie Pie mini comic, and then there's one with Luna on the front of it.
Yeah,
It's
in
really
armor,
cool.
which
She's
is
in
awesome.
battle armor, and the Wonderbolts are behind her, and it's nice.
Apparently Trixie is as well.
Yeah.
Bounce Scratch
Doc
and
Boobs and Derpy.
I know that's wow.
Who was others?
I mean, it really makes you want to read these.
And Sibsy. Sibsy's there.
Sibsy.
Derpy's
Wow.
face on it is hilarious. She's got this really, really angry look, but her eyes are googled. And lightning dust, apparently, looks like, in the very back.
Interesting. Yeah. I really should look into those. For all of you who didn't know, well, it won't be when you listen to this, but when we're recording it currently, it is Pi Day, so that it is March 14th right now, and Equestria Daily has decided to do some celebration with that. There was a new animation that was brought up called Soren's Pie. It was just a it was
Short.
it was the voice from the Best Night Ever where the pie was dropped and he yells "My pie," and they just did a different animation with that voiceover, but it was actually pretty funny. So check that out if you haven't seen that animation yet. That was pretty cool.
Yes, it reminded me of a lot of some of the short animations that are done. So, who did it?
Oh, that looked like.
Oh, well, no, I don't recognize the style. Then it says. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Yudhaikelladai.
Interesting. Okay, so
apparently
it's not one of the big like animators from the fandom like that they do everything, right?
It's
someone different.
Not a big animator, I don't think, but I apparently like their stuff. I'm subscribed to them.
Okay, interesting.
Oh yeah, it's the one who did the My Little Dota 2.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah.
Really good. Oh, and just the Thinking with Portals series for My Little Pony.
I see. Okay.
Really well known, but it's really funny.
Okay. All right. Yep. Then I get it then. Got some announcements from Big Apple Pony Con. They've got Andrea Libin now. It's funny these conventions. Last year there were like 3 really big ones because you call them big because they had like all the voice actors and all the musicians and stuff like that came to it. But this year, it seems like almost every single convention, there's not just 3 big ones, almost every single convention is getting like all the voice actors and just a huge guest list. It's going to be crazy this summer, during convention season. And so it's really going to be interesting to see how many huge conventions there are.
The Las Pegasus one was supposed to be the really big one for just the amount of voice actors they got.
Well yeah. Then there were problems.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They had a lot of them. Then there's
I haven't seen this.
Andrea
Apparently, there was some
Lipton's.
kind of Hasbro promo with 3D ponies. I haven't seen that yet.
Should be interesting.
Um,
Should play.
interesting.
There's some interesting comics too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Twilight's very first day. I love the style of the comic. It's very
Oh wait, is that the one that's had like 8 different like comics for it? Like they keep on bringing out a new one for that series.
I don't know. I haven't ever seen this style before. It's very sketchy and very all the legs are very very thin. It's
Hmm.
very good though. It's reminds me of some children's book styles that are like kind of dirty sketch styles.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, I haven't seen this yet. But yeah,
It's really nice.
it's something I haven't seen yet. There was another one about Twilight's first day that had like a whole series of comics for it. And it's funny they have all these comics, and the one here from Toxic Mario is my favorite when they actually have. I mean, it looks like show quality art. It looks like it was actually from the show.
Uh-huh.
And this one's actually this one is really touching actually. Um,
Which one is it?
it's called A Letter from Above, and it's just Fluttershy having a bad day, and all of a sudden a letter lands in front of her and just says, "Fluttershy, never give up, just believe in yourself." And it pans up to a picture of Rainbow Dash on a cloud above her.
Aw, I see it.
So that's kind of touching.
It's adorable. Oh,
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Um,
those frontal views are still awkward though. Anywhere I see them. Wonder what they're gonna do with that 3D pony video though. Wonder what they're trying to do with that.
what 3D pony video?
The three-dimensional promo video from Hasbro.
Oh yeah, I haven't. Yeah, that's looking interesting.
Just intrigued as to what they might think they want to do with that. I mean, hopefully they're not thinking about that as any style of sorts they want to use in the future, but
No, I don't.
it's interesting
I seriously doubt it.
because I hate that style.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of information from EQLA. They've got a venue. I mean, I would assume that people already knew what the venue was, but it's the Marriott Anaheim. I don't know where it was last year, but it's right near Disneyland this time. So, um, it's let's see here, May 10th through the 12th this year.
Mm.
Which is really early. I mean, it was in November last year, wasn't it?
EQLA?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm terrible.
Yeah, that was like November. That was like one of the last conventions, and they're doing it in May, so it's like 6 months later.
Mm,
And it'll be the May 10th through the 12th.
it's quite.
They've got Nicole Oliver so far, Kathy Westlock, and Michelle Krieber.
Well, that's cool.
I'm sure more will be joining as well, but I mean, those have been confirmed.
Pardon my chair.
Let's see here. They're also doing a special group rate for badges that include a 3-minute meet and greet with a voice actor guest is available, a free autograph voucher for the VA of your choice, and a special poster as well. Interesting. Musicians that are going to be there include Mandaponi, Tarby, DJ Tetsuo, DJ Garnica, an Addictive Subtractive featuring Rena-chan. And Michelle Creeper's going to be there as well. So I'm sure she'll be doing... Huh?
Sounds like it's gonna be a party.
Oh yeah, there's always a party at these. I don't know. I don't think I actually watched any of the live streams from EQLA last year, but I mean, there's always parties at these things.
Sounds fun. I won't be able to go to it, but I always enjoy
Yeah.
looking at videos from it.
Yeah, I'll probably watch a live stream of it or something like that.
Something else that caught my eye down here, though, is the thing about Rainbow Dash earphones,
Yeah.
headphones. Just because they're from ThinkGeek, it's a website I really like because the people who run it are awesome, and
Yeah.
they actually care about what people think. And so when somebody talked about, maybe them doing some things that aren't all Rainbow Dash related, they're gonna do it now. And I personally know these people are awesome because they actually have customer support that emailed me 3 times. Like personally, a person emailed me when I had something wrong. They're an awesome company. They will take whatever you say to heart.
So interesting. They have a whole this whole Pope thing. They've actually got like a whole post on it. And it says when Celestia gave Twilight wings, she completely forgot that there were already too many alicorns and not enough empires to run or celestial bodies to raise. So after a month of hard negotiation with various members of the Canterlot elite, a new title has been chosen: Pope or Princess of Pony Excellence. Due to popular demand, however, the citizens of Equestria have decided to put this title up for a vote, completely ruining all of Celestia's plans. The 2 finalists ended up being Twilight Sparkle and Luna, and it is up to you to decide which pony will be worthy of the title of First Pope of Equestria.
Wow. The outfits they gave them were awesome.
I like the outfits they got there.
Yeah.
And Twilight Sparkle looks like a better Pope.
She looks like it, but like she's drawn in the show style. Luna's is very
Yeah,
interesting.
Luna's is interesting. I'm not sure what's going on there.
I really like all the actual news about the Pope that's going around, though. It's really interesting right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've heard about it yet, but they actually,
Yeah.
they chose one, and
Yes, and he chose St. Francis, I believe.
yes,
But
it,
yeah, we talked about it in school.
yeah,
It was interesting.
I've heard some interesting things about him, and so it's just kind of important for people who are part of the Catholic faith. So
That's all I was saying.
they said they have Andrew Lippman and Brenda Critchlow for EQLA as well. Lots of things for EQLA. That's gonna be a big convention. Buck brought out a promotional video. I did take a look at that. That's just a whole bunch of clips from the last Buck, and just saying, yeah, it's going to be a party. They still hold the title for Europe's largest Brony convention, and theirs is going to be the 23rd through the 25th of August this year.
Aren't they getting another convention too now?
Well, they already had Galacon, and actually Galacon brought out a promotional video as well, which, by the way...
From Jan Animations?
Huh?
Was that from Jan Animations?
I think so. I mean, I'm not sure. Let's see here.
I'll just take a quick look-see here. Yeah, Galacon. That's a hilarious video.
Well, it is, and what's funny about it is that the OC that they have, for the, I mean, I think it's the founder of Galacon, but it's her OC. She's damn funny. I remember when she was doing promotional videos for Galacon last year, and I'm like, holy crap, she's funny.
It's just really cool to see people really getting into it.
Well, yeah.
And then having a really great animation go along with that.
Yeah. I love the animations that they come up with, and that was really cool.
And the Fluttershy ones before it were awesome too. But I keep forgetting St. Patrick's Day is coming up sometime soon.
Yeah, that's actually this Sunday.
Really cool.
which, I mean, if you're listening to this in the future, we're talking about March 17th. So
It says something about Gameloft doing a St. Patrick's Day update.
well, yeah, for the Point of Game Off game, they're going to be adding 2 new characters and I think some decorations and stuff like that. Stuff that you can spend more money on.
It's like Club Penguin.
Speaking of people spending money, that Pony Loft game, the Game Loft game is actually getting in trouble right now. Or I don't know, because apparently there was a 6-year-old girl who racked up like a $900 bill on it without knowing what she was doing. You know, I mean, she was 6 years old on an iPad, and ended up racking up a $900 bill. And so that caused a little bit of trouble.
That reminds me of another story I heard that was actually a guy who let his kid play on an iPad, and it was just hooked up to his credit card. It was like a game with fish in it. You just fed the fish. The kid racked up a $2,000 fee on the thing.
Wow.
But just from just buying and feeding fish.
Yeah, some of those games are ridiculous, and parents who let their kids on an iPad without, watching what they're doing.
Babysitter is not good.
Yeah, it's just not good. Some parents are just not very smart these days.
Yep. Oh.
Looks like we got a new convention that they just announced. Nightmare Nights Dallas is being presented by the Dallas Regional Anthropomorphic Meeting Association, or DRAMA, and they are making an unofficial fan-run MLP convention taking place at the Crown Plaza Suites in Dallas, Texas from November 8th through the 10th. And apparently it's supposed to be a huge venue. It says 30,000 square feet of meeting place, long history of working with the area conventions, and the general manager of the hotel is a MLP fan. So
cool.
That's going to be interesting. They've already confirmed Andrew Lindman, Peter New, Brenda Critchlow, James Woody Wooten, Pixel Kitties, and Sophia Cabra, or Sophie Cabra as guests. I'm not sure who that is, though.
I remember Saber Spark and interviewed her. I don't remember exactly who she was.
And apparently Chef Sandy.
Oh, she's Gilda, I think.
Huh?
She's Gilda.
Huh? No. That was that wasn't her. That was someone else. I'm blanking on the name for some reason. But apparently Chef Sandy from Bronyville is a co-chair of this convention, so that might be interesting.
Chef Sandy, that sounds familiar.
Well, yeah, he's from Bronyville, like I said.
Oh. I don't know why I didn't hear the last part of that sentence.
And the more that now that season 3 is done, the more I think about it, and the more I reflect on it, I'm really interested to start seeing episodes with Twilight with Wings.
I'm excited. It's a big change, so lots to happen, lots of possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to see more.
Gilda's
Saber Spark actually just recently brought out 2 different videos. He didn't do a top 10 music videos for top 10 songs for January because he just didn't have time. So when he did February's, he said, okay, I have a little extra time now, let's do January's. So he did February's and then he did January's, and both of those are out now. And some of them have really good songs. I know that in January, I remember listening to Kindness, the new song from Mando Pony, and that one was incredibly good.
January was packed with really important songs. Like, I didn't realize it until he put it out, but I looked at February's and then I went back and looked at January's, what he put out afterwards, And
Well,
if he missed
yeah.
that would have been.
I think he mentioned that at the beginning of the video. Is like, I looked through all these videos from January, and he said to himself, "These songs deserve some recognition. I really should do this." And so he decided to go back and do January's video after he was done with the February one.
You had Kindness. You had the latest song from Friendship is Witchcraft. The
Oh yeah, that one was great
Fighting
too.
Magic.
Oh my god, I love that song so much.
They're all great.
Apparently, the BronyCon documentary is now available on Amazon. So if you didn't have the digital download, it is $25 for the Blu-ray on Amazon. They've also got $25 for the extended interviews, or you can get it all together in a bundle for $40.
I heard the BronyCon documentary is also being shown at a film festival somewhere.
Yes, it is in Kansas City, actually. That film festival is going to be on the 11th through the 13th in April, and apparently they're also going to. There's also going to be John Delancey, Lauren Faust, and Michael Brokoff at the place for the attendant for a Q&A panel, which is cool.
I mean, I can't say I liked everything about the documentary, but I can say it was good.
I don't know. I like the documentary. I didn't see anything wrong with it, and I mean, it didn't go a lot into information about the show, but that wasn't the point. It was a lot about who these fans are and why we do what we do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I just have some reasons I don't like it as much, but I won't get into them.
Okay, that's fine. Here we go. Gilda was voiced by
Marika Hendricks.
Yeah, Marika Hendricks. Yep. So, yes, I'm not sure who the other one was, but she might not be from the show. She might be a fandom celebrity. So
I'm gonna remember as soon as we're done with this.
Apparently, Tara Strong has a single being sold at Big Apple PonyCon.
Oh, cool.
That was interesting. I didn't know she actually sang. I'm pretty sure she
puts out songs for the Kiki Fund, but I think.
Well, I mean, it's strange because I thought she said something like she doesn't sing for the show because she doesn't think her voice is very good.
I don't know. I've never heard it. I know she's been in songs that were for Kiki's charity. But that's all I know of.
Did you see the Derpy animation for the new pet?
No, I didn't.
Oh god, that was funny.
Wait, there's an animation with Derpy in the new pet song?
No. It's a different animation. I'm not sure who does it. But it's called A New Pet, and it's Derpy talking to Applejack about getting a pet.
Oh, I got confused with Find a Pet.
But it's pretty funny though.
Gotta see this now.
And now, obviously, everyone's talking about this whole Equestria Girls thing. We're not going to be quite sure what it's all about until it actually comes out. But there are new images of a possible role for Spike as a dog.
It makes sense either way.
And apparently he's Twilight Sparkle's pet.
Yep. Enough said about that.
I wonder if he can still talk.
I hope he can't and he just barks.
Oh.
Or maybe
I don't know. I have some really interesting thoughts about this show because apparently it's supposed to be these girls coming into the human world, but they still have wings and like horns, I think.
Maybe it's a human version of their world.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be really weird.
I hope he talks, but in his regular sentences, he just throws in a rough every once in a while. Maybe he talks like Scooby-Doo.
I
I
can
don't know.
see the dog jokes just being rolled out.
Or maybe he talks like Scooby-Doo. Who knows? She could Shaggy
Oh,
his
and
Scooby.
this is I'm really excited. I'm super excited. We were about a half a month away from seeing Double Rainbow.
Oh my god. How could I have
And I don't know
forgotten?
if you actually saw it. They actually showed like I think it was 10 to 14 minutes, something like that,
I
of
only
the very
watched
beginning of the episode.
I
And
watched a minute of that. I don't want to spoil it for myself, but it just looks so good. I can't
yeah,
wait.
I confess I watched part of it. But I'm still really excited to see what goes on because it's gonna be great. I mean the first ever fan made episode is a big deal.
It's gonna be amazing, hopefully. They put
And
so much work
by
into
the
it.
way, I don't know if you stated for it enough, but the Rainbow Dash VA that they got for it is absolutely amazing. I can't. There's no difference between her and the original voice.
The
Because
only
Rainbow Dash, I don't know if you've had the experience with it, but it's really hard to find a really good Rainbow Dash VA.
It's hard to find a VA who can crack their voice on command.
Right.
That's why
And
Rainbow Dash and Sweetie Belle are just really difficult, and Scootaloo a little bit, I guess, but her voice is kind of consistent. We like
right.
that.
So I mean, it was really cool to see that they actually got a really good voice actress for that, and I'm wondering who it is, but I'm sure she'll be in the credits for it, so I'll just have to wait.
The only difference I saw with that with that episode, like the minute I watched of it, and the normal show, is that it seems like it's a lot funnier so far. I don't know.
Well, I
I just
mean,
watched the first part of it, and it had a different sense of humor that was really cool.
they do try to put humor in the regular show. I think this
I
one
know.
is going to be trying more of that though.
I know. I'm just saying it was like it had a different spin on it that was really interesting and really funny. Both funny in different ways.
So, um,
Oh, and there was the Flufflepuff Tales
oh God,
animation, which was
such a
hilarious.
random video. I watched that and I'm like, what am I watching?
It's a
What is
random
this?
pony.
I just don't know what.
The part where
Oh,
she slammed her face down on the cupcake and then just started rubbing against Twilight was hilarious.
the entire thing was just so random, but it was so good. I love that video. It was just,
I would again. That would be a Tumblr I would follow if I had Tumblr.
I don't do Tumblrs. I just don't. But
I don't either.
actually, sometimes when they'll like do a YouTube video and they'll pretty much just narrate the Tumblr and animate it and stuff like that. And I'll watch those every once in a while. Um, the videos that they actually have for the Princess Molestia Tumblr
Uh-huh.
is actually pretty funny.
I love the the voice dubs of those.
Yeah,
Really funny.
those are really good. Um, and so BronyCon, they're talking about Bronypalooza, and it's actually sounding like it's going to be freaking epic because they're talking about 2 days, 12 hours, and 33 musicians. So it's going to be, um, let's see here, over 2 days on Friday and Saturday, August 2nd and 3rd, for a total of 12 hours of concert time.
Wow.
There were 33 musicians, including Assertive Fluttershy, Meta Joker, Jeff Burgess,
Ooh.
Flater, Philly Pooh, Chain Algorithm, DB Pony, Replacer, and Feather.
Wow.
And I'm sure there's a lot more than that as well. But the Baltimore Convention Center actually has a space for it that can accommodate an audience of 6,000 bronies, which was the entire attendance of BronyCon last summer, with room to spare.
Should be fantastic.
I mean, BronyCon is obviously the biggest pony convention in the world right now, and it's going to be interesting to see how many get there this year. There were 4,000 last year. And they were talking about it, and they had one in January, which was like maybe 100 people there. And that grew to 4,000 in the course of like 6 months. It was ridiculous.
It's just, I can't wait to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's going to be good. But I think that's just about getting to the end of what we need to talk about. The only other thing I can really see is that the top 10 pony videos for February also came out, including the Pokemon reenacted by ponies, which was really funny. I like that one.
Dash Ketchum. Good God.
That was such a good pun, though. I love that one.
My face connected with my desk when that happened.
Ace hoof. So, that's pretty much all we got to talk about. I'm going to try to get an interview for next week, but I just don't know who it's going to be yet. So, stay tuned for that. We'll probably have someone, if I can get someone. So, this has been the Lightning Round. I'm Lightning.
I'm Mytho.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
What have we learned? Lots of control, screaming and hollering. Yes, and most importantly, passion. Right. Now that you know the elements of a good cheer, let's get